Are you aware of how you program yourself on a daily basis? Are you aware of the triggers that pop up, pop out, and actually influence what you are doing? I find this so fascinating that we get programmed, not just by what we experience and see, but by what our family experiences and sees, what our community experiences and sees. And this helps us to program ourselves further. What on earth are you talking about, Janine? The other day, I was chatting with a client, and in our coaching session, they happened to mention that when something happens again. Now, this particular when is not a comfortable when. And I was asking them, are you aware that you are programming yourself for this to happen again because you wish to have things very different the next time it happens? Well, what if you can choose to have it to just go away, to not have it repeat again, to have it become unrepeatable? That you recognize the cycle of what's happening. You allow the cycle of how you can move out of this spiral and move into a far more expansive one where you get to create something that feels more comfortable, where instead of having to lose various things, you can manage to create more, to be in a much more comfortable experience. What on earth would you like this to repeat again for? And they couldn't hear me. They actually couldn't hear me. They had been programmed as a child for loss. They had been programmed that you get something and then it goes away, and then you get something and it goes away. It is in understanding the cycle that this person is then able to shift it and move forward. Obviously, that's one of the things we're working on in the coaching. And it's to understand this karmic energy of repeating patterns, repeating cycles, of basically trying to fix up something that may have happened with one of our ancestors, to fix up something that may have happened in a past life. We can get to shift this energy. We can get to shift this programming, and we can choose to do so. Will the triggers still come? Yes. The challenge is when we are afraid of recognizing them, afraid of doing something about them. Whereas if we choose, when we choose to look at it and say, I'm happy to work on this, I'm happy to release this, what's my next step? That we are able to see the cycle for what it is and become aware of where it comes from, what triggers it, what scenarios are we looking to achieve in the outcome. For myself, I know when things happen, I go and look for what is the drama I'm creating? What is the reason I'm creating this drama? Where am I using the drama to avoid various things that I can do, am meant to do, and definitely actually would like to do at a conscious level? And the little ego inside of me, the mini me, is going, no, we don't want to do that. Let's stay safe and play in the comfort zone rather than stepping forward. And having that awareness actually has helped me to shift energy in a much more creative way, and empower me to empower others. As I step forward into empowering others, it's to help them understand the cycles that are happening, where the karmic energy is flowing through, and what to do about it. This, people, is personal leadership. When we can recognize the cycles we're working with, when we can understand what it is we're choosing to create. For me, journaling is a very important aspect of this. And I've learned when I get upset about something, the best place to be is to pick up my pen, pick up my journal, and journal and burn, and then come back and journal and replace with what I desire, what I like, with gratitude, with love, with appreciation. When I don't do this, I get to embarrass myself. I will do and say things, and I will react to situations rather than responding to them. I'm sure you've never done that. And if you have and you'd like help with that, reach out, because I can guarantee you we will find those cycles and we will shift them. The important thing about it is keeping it shifted. rather than re-inviting it back by saying, and the next time, no, 3, 2, 1, change, 3, 2, 1, change, 3, 2, 1, change. Let's just cancel, clear, delete that little story and de-story it across time, space, dimensions, and realities, because we are then able to release that karma and turn what could be a fated event into our destiny through understanding the programming, understanding our dreams, and understanding where it is we're choosing to go. Initially, when I started exploring this and started meditating, contemplating, gathering information, channeling on it, and receiving information on it, I went, oh my goodness, this seems way too vast, way too much. The thing is, it's to take it small step at a time and deal with it from there. Because people, that is what is important. That small step, tiny step by step by step. Leaps and bounds look good on movies. In life, one step at a time, brings far more capacity to see our truth, work with our truth, and release what beliefs and programming have come to us from other people that are creating us to have stress, to have trauma, to have wounds. And guess what? Wounds are able to heal when we do this. What does a wound look like? It can look like not being able to sit still. It can, although there could be other reasons for that. Like for myself, I enjoy pacing when I'm thinking. It can look like not being able to remember things. There's many ways of recognizing wounds. Wounds create triggers, they allow for triggers, and they can be sorted. Something I often work with clients is, are you working wound to wound? Are you working creativity to wound? Where are you able to work creativity to creativity within awareness, standing in your power and owning who you are, what you're capable of, and where you can choose to grow? Because when we get to choose to grow, we are able to move beyond that programming, those limitations, and we get to reprogram ourselves in a far more effective and empowering way. And people, doesn't that feel so much better than being stuck in a loop of destruction? Rather, step into a loop of creating your desires, creating where you would like to go, and one of expansion. Because remember, experiences give us experience. Let's apply the experience so that we can expand rather than constrict our lives. Doesn't that feel so much better? One of the switch words I enjoy using, well, two of them, is change and shift. The other one is a switch word phrase called resistance release, release resistance. From another podcast of mine, I'm tripping over my tongue here because the thoughts are coming so fast. Somebody asked, well, what are switch words? Switch words are words with a vibration that can have a meaning for you and can shift what's in your subconscious, either bringing what's creating it into awareness, and can absolutely release it without you even having an awareness of what it is. Switch words literally switch on the healing and switch off the wounding, allowing it to heal. When I say switch off the wounding, it's bringing a healing to it. Switch words are vibrations that allow you to release resistance, step in a comfortable way into change, even though it is uncomfortable. It's more comfortable within the discomfort, and it empowers you to get into expansion mode. I would love to hear your thoughts on this. Come and find me on social media and let's chat. Until then, have a wonderful day, being aware of what is yours and what has been programmed into you by your parents, by society, by generational beliefs. And when you have that awareness, pick up your pen and start to journal, where each day you see, oh, this happened yesterday. Oh my goodness, look at this. This is popping up again. Just mind dump your thoughts. Put it on the paper and allow it to be there. Go back once a week and see what the common themes and threads are, and allow yourself to pick up on this. Because as you do that, This is where you recognize the karmic energy and switch it into that of destiny. Have a beautiful and incredible day. Remember, it can be anything. It can be a piece of newspaper that you write on and save. It can be a piece of paper. For myself, I buy something that I can tear out of without damaging the book so that I can go and journal and burn. Let me know how you find this, what your discovery is, and have a grand, glorious, and powerful day. Until then, bye-bye.